I keep hearing that song. Bye, bye, bye. Might sound crazy, but I don't know why I keep hearing it. I just do. Who got dumped? Somebody got dumped. Somebody got broken up with, or somebody's about to get broken up with. Hey, y'all. Y'all let me know if my connection's messy. Hello, you guys. How are you today? Yes, Isaiah. Hey. Because I be slacking or going live. I'm not going to say I be slacking, but I don't know. Just life happens. Good. I'm glad y'all feel a positive energy. What are we going to talk about today? This is my first live with you. I've been binge watching all your videos. Love from Canada. Okay, thank you so much. Hey, Liz. Hey, gorgeous. Just chilling, wondering how to spend the longest night of the year. What about you? I don't even know. I'm really just existing right now. I'm not even like, I don't have no expectations. I'm not thinking about like how things should go or like what I want to do. I'm just existing. Like if I wasn't up, I would be asleep. But I'm up because my son's up. He want to play, so. Thank you, guys. I'm glad. Am I a bad person for choosing to avoid my narcissist mother birthday party tonight? I feel so confused for choosing what I feel is best for me. I would say no. I mean, read what you said. You did what's best for you. I feel like it has to do with people pleasing. I feel like it could be a number of different reasons, depending on how bad the narcissistic abuse was. One is your mom. So in a lot of races and cultures, you always are supposed to respect your parents no matter what they do. So that's one, she's your mom. And I'm sure you love her regardless. Two, it's kind of like when you're trying to get away from like Stockholm syndrome, which means that you like feel some type of love and protection towards your abuser. And then three, if you're an avid people pleaser, then you're going to feel some type of way when you choose yourself, because it takes practice. But eventually you'll get to a point where you're just like, okay, I don't care. I'm going to choose myself regardless. I don't care how weird it feels. But it literally takes practice, y'all. It takes practice. Okay, Vernon. But don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. Can you do personal reading for me? If you book me, absolutely. I am in love with a man. However, I can't bring myself to tell him. I don't want to give you any wrong advice. See, I'm the type of person, like, I don't care. I'm just going to say it. Like, if I was in love with somebody, I'm just like, I love you. And I just want you to know that. And whatever happens after that, I'll just accept it. If he reject me, he reject me. But if he for it, let's go. I'm a real lover girl, so if I love you, you're gonna know. So I don't know. I feel like I can't tell you, sis, because these men out here is wild. You gotta be careful telling them your feelings. So I'm between telling you to be strategic and telling you to just wear your heart on your sleeve and just go out and just tell him. Like, I'm kind of like, I don't know. You gonna have to decide that for yourself. I can't give you no advice. Not that you asked, but the 480. What's the 480? Can I be a managing moderator to help filter trolls? Sure. I think I've seen you before. I think I just discovered your channel and it randomly came through when I needed it. Thank you for doing what you do. You have no idea how many people you're helping. Thank you so much. And I will continue to do it bigger and better whenever I can. I'm trying to be on TV, y'all. I'm trying to have my own show. One day, y'all are going to see my face on Netflix, okay? I just want y'all to know that. Yes, y'all like the live. It's 123 of y'all in here. Y'all like the live for me. Let me pin your message. The 480 area code is Arizona. I've never heard about what's going on in Arizona, so I don't know. Thank you, Delano. Thank you. That's my first gift, y'all. YouTube is trying something new, so they have gifts on here. Thank you so much. You're so sweet. You are in India? No, I'm in the USA, unfortunately. $626 California. Why Netflix OnlyFans is easier? I'm pretty sure OnlyFans is for people who want to show off their body. And I'm not in that stage of my life. I'm not doing that. So I'm saying Netflix, like I want my own show. Like y'all know that show, what's it called? Ayana Fix My Life. I want a show like that. Like how I'm gonna do that on OnlyFans. Netflix got coin. I need somebody to come to back me who has some coin. OnlyFans, that sounds like I'm gonna be doing the same thing I do right here. Yes, like I love her show. Like I'm trying to be on that type of time. First time here, brought from the algorithm. Can't see what it's about. Well, just stick around and vibe, boo, or don't. You're not late. You're just on time. But you're wrong. You dead wrong if you didn't like the live, though. I know that. I know. I've never been to Arizona. It's definitely somewhere I want to go, though. I don't know what I want to talk about today. I did. So at the beginning of the live, no one was in here yet, but I kept channeling the song. I don't know what it's called, but y'all know the song. Bye, bye, bye. This is the Backstreet Boys. I keep hearing that song. And before I got on live, I kept hearing out with the old, in with the new. So I don't know if it's because it's the new year or somebody got broken up with. I don't really know what that song is about. In Sync. Sorry. In Sync, not the Backstreet Boys. Look, y'all, I'm only 25, so don't judge me. But yeah, I kept hearing that over and over again, and I haven't heard that song all day today. Like I haven't been listening to it or nothing. So that was kind of weird. So I don't know if I feel like somebody could be getting broken up with. But you know, I also get the vibe that a lot of the masculines are in an energy of like no nonsense. Like no nonsense type of energy. Like they're finally understanding their worth and what they desire. Because I feel like, and this energy is going to go into next year. Like honestly, I feel like the masculines are, you know, for a long time, men always were told and felt like it was okay for them to share their body with like multiple women or whatever it is that they date. For a long time, that was seen as normal. And I feel like now, let me know if it's messing up, y'all. Because I'm connected to the Wi-Fi, but I think my service cut out down here. But, yeah, I don't even know what I just said. But for a long time, men felt like it was okay to, like, share their body and not have any value or not have any self-worth. And they felt like the more they shared their body with other beings and swap fluids, that attributed to their worth. And I feel like now it's moving into a time where men are kind of just like doing a lot of self-reflecting and no nonsense, and not like going after women that their other head likes. And they're starting to think with this head. So not all men are like that. Yeah, but y'all, like, whenever the internet is just weird, is a weird place. Like, I'm making a general statement. First of all, I did not say all men were like that. I just used the word men. That means I'm using a general statement. So when I use a general statement, that means generally. So most men are like that, though. That's majority. Majority rules when you're making a general statement. We know not all men are like that, but all women know men like that, and all men know men like that. What does that mean? That means majority. I don't understand why, like, whenever people make, I don't know, make a generalization about something or make a comment on a certain topic, y'all have to do like, not all men, not all of us. Honey, if the shoe doesn't fit, don't wear it. That means I'm not talking about you. But at the end of the day, the problem is y'all know men like that, though. So if you are a man who's so perfect and great and you're not misogynistic and you just don't do any wrong, why do you allow the men around you to be like that? You're not any better. You're just as bad. Because y'all not finna sit up here and tell me that you're just this great, amazing man who is also around all these other great, amazing men. Like, I don't believe that. So somebody's lying. And I don't even want to get into that because that's not even like, y'all get making my message negative, and it wasn't even negative. Like, that's a positive thing. And it's not necessarily men's fault. It was just programming and conditioning. But the problem is, it went from it being programming and conditioning to, yes, I have traveled outside the U.S. It went from being programming and conditioning, and then it turned into, okay, we recognize that it's program and conditioning, and now it's, okay, we're executing a plan to remove ourselves from the programming. Because I feel like for the last, like, 2 or 3 years, there was, like, this group of divine masculines who were constantly, I won't even say constantly, they were now in a place where they felt like they could speak on their trauma, and they could speak on their triggers. They can speak on, like, how society treats men and all of that. But they were still kind of making excuses. It was kind of like, well, society doesn't allow men to have a voice. But if you know you should have a voice, why are you not using it? Why are you giving society so much control? It's one thing to acknowledge, like, all right, I have a drinking problem. That's one thing to acknowledge it, and it's another thing to do something about it. You could even say, I have a drinking problem because I've been drinking since I was 14 years old, and I was around all these people who drink. Okay, yeah, we talked about it. We understand the trauma. We understand what you've been through, but now what? And I feel like we're now getting to the what, and not the just talk, is basically what I'm saying. Yeah, I feel like it was just a period of time where men were finally like, okay, let's talk about it. Let's talk about everything that we've been through. Let's talk about, like, our own personal struggles that nobody understands. But after the talking, you got to do the walking. And I feel like men are walking now. So that's basically what I'm trying to say. So if anybody takes offense to that, that's you, boo. I don't really care. But that's just the energy that I'm getting. But yeah, shadow work is totally important. I don't know why people say things like, you need to travel more, you need to get out more. I don't get my information from social media. Most men are the same everywhere. Like, we do, like, people in the world, like, women, we know other women in other countries. And all of us have the same idea of how men are. So telling me like, oh, you're in the US, men over here are not like that. Yeah, y'all are. And in some places y'all are even worse. So what are you even getting at by asking me that? Telling me I need to get out more, I need to travel. My head is not up my butt. And I'm not an idiot. I'm actually very smart. And I actually have common sense. And all men, most men are the same. But that doesn't mean that y'all can't grow and change. And it doesn't mean that there aren't some who are evolving. But from every country, all women are on the same accord. They're in the comments right now. I got women all over the world who watch me. I'll let them speak. I'll let them speak their piece. You don't have to take it from me. Like, let's just be for real. The conditioning is the same. I got people in here from South Africa, Australia, Canada, like all over the world. They're all going to say the same. Y'all be all right, though. The accountability is just, it's a killer for a lot of people. A lot of people can't take accountability, and that's just everybody. And even more so, a lot of people have trouble executing. Thank you, Liz. A lot of people have trouble executing, too. Now you're making a general statement based on your opinion. There are 5 billion women around the world, and all these women have not said that. I never said that all women said that. I never said that. But once again, people just, a lot of the men, based off my observation on being on YouTube for over 2 years, most of the men get very triggered when I speak on things that allegedly they don't even align with. You say that you're not that type of person, but why are you why you get so triggered when I talk about the ones who are like that? If that's not you, why do you care? Is it because you're actually like that? Is it because your daddy like that? Is it because your brother like that? I don't know. If it doesn't fit you, then why are you getting upset? I know that's right, Marvin. Let them know. Put the work in and you won't be triggered. I know that's right. I don't know. But I could do so many social experiences just with my life. Like, the way that the mask, it's like for so long they try to portray feminine energy as being fragile, but it's really masculine. Like, I don't know, but I don't think it's masculine energy that's fragile. I think the way masculinity has been taught and how y'all have been programmed to think is what's fragile. And I think it's because y'all haven't been taught what masculinity is correctly. So when someone represents that to you, you get triggered because it goes against everything that you've ever known. Like, there's a part of you who knows that what this person is saying is true, but because that's not what you embody and you think that you're masculine, you can't allow yourself to believe it. It's cognitive dissonance, and it's just sad. It's just sad. And the biggest, and ladies, tell me, and guys too, tell me if this is true for your life. The biggest way that I know masculine energy is healing is because the masculines that are around me in my life, the conversations that we have show me that they are healing because they're taking accountability for their actions, and they're also recognizing how toxic the world has created masculinity to be and how toxic they have been in the past, and they're actually healing. Like, I know men in real life who I've had conversations with, who I've known for years, who were like, yeah, like, I was toxic, or I'm recognizing other men out here. Like, as I'm going through my healing process, I'm recognizing other men out here who I've known my whole life who were like pieces of crap. And they think that being a piece of crap is okay because society has conditioned them to believe that because they have, you know, something between their legs to swing around, that makes them a king, that makes them somebody, and it really doesn't. Like, I've noticed that. So I don't know if you ladies, if you've noticed this as well. Are the men in your life starting to heal and like have different conversations and not be so toxic? Yes, aggression is a big one. Aggression is the big one. Yeah, that's another thing they've been taught. They have to be aggressive. I see you, Binky. Absolutely, Sarnell. It's so hard for some to understand. Like, it really is programming, and it's sad. But you know what? The ones who are waking up, I feel like are the strongest. Cause you know what I think about all the time. I think about this all the time. Okay, and before I say that, Christian, you say aggressive because men go to war. Are you crazy? How did you find my channel? Because I'm just like, first of all, when it comes to war, aggressiveness is not the strongest trait that you can have. It's strategy and logic. You're not gonna win a war having huge muscles and being strong and aggressive. That's not gonna help you win a war. If you want to win a war, you need strategy. You need logic. You need planning. That's what you need to win a war. And as you can see now, I'm living in a country that thinks like you, that you need to be strong and you need to exercise all your weapons in order to win. In reality, that's not how you win. And they're actually losing. Exactly. Chess, not checkers. You need an analytical mind. You need a strategic person. You need somebody who's heard. Who's seen but never heard. Somebody you don't see coming. Like ninja status. Not guns and ammo and muscles. Okay, but what if I got guns and ammo, but I'm also smarter than you? I'm also more strategic than you. I'm also more logical than you. I'm also more educated than you. And all you got the same thing I got, but I got a brain that I'm using. What are you doing? Who you think's gonna win that war? Me or you? I talk about this on my channel all the time. It just goes back to like how people be coming up against y'all because they feel like they're doing something because of what they have. When all right, you got a little something, but you don't got nothing up here. So what really is that getting you? Because it's about longevity. It's not just about all right, you may win a couple battles, but are you gonna win the war? Which one? Would you rather win a battle with your aggression, or would you rather win the war with your logic and strategy? That's why women are needed. This is exactly why women are needed. For that exact reason. Because we actually don't think emotionally first. We actually are the ones who think logically first. Because that's what feminine energy is. It's creation. Creation of all things. Creation of thought. Creation of strategy. Creation of logic. We just need the man to execute what we created. We created the idea. We need you to go execute that idea. But the problem is you got a bunch of like men swinging their penises around, trying to figure out who got the biggest one, standing around in a circle, trying to make sense of something that you can't make sense of because you're not tapped into your feminine energy. Some of y'all know because y'all been through it too, but I have been through too much for anybody to come on here and tell me whatever it is you're trying to tell me. I've been through way too much. All right. I'm about to get off, y'all, because my son wants me to hold him. Y'all can't see him because he don't have a shirt on. I never said it was all men. But from now on, if any man on the internet ever says not all men, you are the man that somebody's talking about at that moment. Because there's no reason for you to be offended. Or you or your daddy or your brother or your homeboy that you secretly in love with. And you're offended because now you gotta do correction. And that's the biggest thing. People don't like to hear the truth because if they acknowledge the truth, that means correction comes behind that. And people don't want to correct themselves because they're comfortable in their nonsense. It's comfortable being a dirtbag. It's so comfortable being that. You know how hard it is to be a real, like, divine masculine or divine feminine? Like, this goes both ways. I'm just talking about men right now, but even for women, there's a lot of women who understand. Hold on one second, y'all. He getting mad at me. Hold on a second. Okay, I just bought y'all like a few more minutes because I just gave him a toy. But anyway, there's women like that too. There's a lot of women who feel like they can get away with doing nonsense because, or just being mediocre, being like, I don't even know, because of what they got between their legs and they got a pretty face. You know how hard it is to be a divine feminine or to be a goddess? Like, you know how many death and rebirths that you go through to tap into goddess like nature? That's not easy. Okay? Like, we may make it look good and we may make it look easy, but it's actually not. It's really hard. There's a lot of work that you have to do on yourself in order to even, like, I'm not even gonna say call yourself divine feminine. I'm gonna just say to be looked at as divine and to be looked at as like godlike or goddess like. Anywho, that comes with a lot. Like, it's not just your beauty. You're not. I feel like all women have the ability to be that specifically. I'm not even gonna speak on men because I feel like women, we different. We on a whole different level. But I feel like all women have the ability to tap into their own goddess-like nature, but not every woman is willing to do it. And that same thing goes for men. That's why most don't do it. If it was easy, everybody be walking around here God-like and goddess-like. But we're not. Clearly, we are not the same because a lot of people will just make excuses. And you got people who make excuses and you got people who execute and actually are disciplined and get things done. And we're not worried about what other people are amongst us are doing. We're just doing what needs to be done. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. This can be kind of seen as toxic. One of my favorite things is triggering, like, insecure men. I'm not gonna lie, that makes me happy because that to me is like a social experiment. Anytime a woman specifically is like intelligent and has a brain and is powerful and is successful and is loved, men get so, not all men, but men, which is a generalized statement, get your head out your butt, get so triggered. Like, why are you mad? Is it because your mother did not live up to that? Is it because you always wanted your mommy to be that and she just wasn't? Or is it because that you know that women like this are out of your league? Like, does that make you upset? I feel like that's what it is. Either you can't get a woman like this, or your mother never lived up to that, and that irritates you because you want to brag on your mommy. You really can't even brag on your mommy. And I know that sucks and that's hard to hear, but that's just what it is. I didn't do it to you. Don't be mad at me. Y'all didn't turn this into a whole nother thing. I wasn't even trying to get down like that, but I guess that's where we going with it. Y'all funny. Y'all, my son is fine. He's a baby. Babies whine and babies cry. He's fine. I'm gonna get him, y'all, but y'all can't see him because He don't have a shirt on and he's chunky. So you to the haters unless it's fun. I know that's right, Liz. You align with me. Because if it's going to entertain me, I'll entertain it. But otherwise, I'm paying you dust. I was going to talk about something different and I forgot. I'm sorry. You see how the enemy be doing? Yes, I'm paying dust. I'm paying dust. I'm paying dust most of the time. But I'm in a good mood. Only time you see me entertaining a troll is when I'm in a good mood. But again, I also, something about a man like me, like crushing his ego and his insecurities, I love it. I just love it. Because when I recognize a man who's strong and secure with him within himself and not insecure, it makes them that much more attractive. Because there's so many who are insecure. And then when you run across one that's not insecure, who's secure and strong and like you can feel his power, but it's not extra. He's like really graceful. You can tell he's kind of tapped into his feminine side too. It's just like, I need that. Like I need those insecure men to help me recognize the ones that are secure. And it's not hard to tell. Because I promise you, the men who are secure are not in here saying things like, it's not all men and you're not a goddess. No grown woman calls herself a goddess. You can't even get a goddess if you wanted one. Like, let's just be for real. Let's just be for real. And that's also, to me, that's kind of misogynistic because men walk around calling themselves gods, but I can't call myself a goddess. You just can't get one, and that's why you're mad. Because why are you even in here? To be honest. And you know why you in here. You know why you came into my life. But then I said something that you didn't like. And you're like, oh, wait. She's attractive, but she also has a brain? I'm offended. She gotta go. That's usually how it is. If I was just a dummy on here, like shoving my boobs in the camera and just like not a thought in my head and just la 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 la, I could easily do that. I could easily do that. I'm all about social experiments. I can make a whole nother channel being a dumb, cute girl in the camera, just like, hey, you guys. Yeah, like, how are y'all today? I'm not doing anything. I think I'm just gonna go shopping and just lay by the pool today. I could easily do that. And guess who I'm gonna attract? Who you think I'm gonna attract? I'm gonna let y'all answer that. Like, y'all are so easy. But women are the ones who are dumb. Y'all are so easy. That's why OnlyFans, that's why these women is making millions and billions of dollars off OnlyFans. Because of y'all. The same people who say they talk down on sex workers. They talk down on women who show their bodies. They talk down on women who have OnlyFans. Y'all are the ones paying for the OnlyFans. Women is not paying for OnlyFans. It's probably like 2% of women who are paying for OnlyFans. The rest of it is men. But it's all this discourse and like animosity against women who do whatever they do. Like, y'all are the ones doing it though. So how are you mad? The strip club is not going out of business because of men. But we're the ones who are dumb. We're the ones who we don't know how to think with our logic and we're too emotional. All right, whatever, y'all. I'm gonna get back on later with like a better topic because that just took over my whole topic for whatever reason. I didn't even want to talk about that. I'll get back on later if it's not too late. If it's not too late, I'm waiting on his dad. Since people in the comments saying my kids don't have a father and I'm just a sad single mom sitting at home somewhere miserable. You want me to be a sad single mom sitting at home miserable because your mother was a sad single mom sitting at home miserable. That's why. And it's no shade to single moms at all. It's no shade. But for the men who keep getting my comments talking about why do your kids not have a dad and all the other stuff y'all was talking about, just save it. Just save it. I know why you're mad. And you're not mad at me. You're mad at your mother. But you know what? It's not her fault that your dad was a piece of crap. It's not her fault. It's your dad's fault that he was a piece of crap. So go take that up with them. Please do. Because y'all be projecting and real sad in my comments. And y'all be forgetting that because I have a cute face and I'm nice. I won't even say I'm nice. I'm kind. That I won't get right back with you. Like, don't come in here with that. I told you I'm known to send people to therapy. I'm known for it. So keep it cute. Keep it cute. Glazing yourself? What does that mean? Auntie O, what does that mean? What does glazing mean? Glazing. I'm too old for that. I know that's right, Beth. I don't know why they want to humble us. They only want to humble a certain type of woman, though. Don't let her be smart. Like, you could be anything in the world, but don't you be smart. Or successful. They gonna tweet. Merry Christmas, y'all. I'm gonna try to end on a light note. Y'all, my OGs know how I get sometimes. Sometimes you gotta clap back for just for entertainment. Just for entertainment purposes. But I do want to say thank you I do want to say thank you so much to who was sending me my gifts. I love that. That's my first time getting gifts, y'all. Thank you so much. Okay, he's all right. I gotta go, y'all. I love y'all. I will try to get back on later. Y'all be good tonight, all right? Y'all be good. Bye. Make sure